Greetings everybody and welcome back to DeGrand. DeGrand Daddy Plays Hades and welcome to Hell. Because I finished the last episode immediately in here and did not go anywhere else, we're actually able to unpack these rewards once more because, you know, last run was pretty good. Was pretty good, I would say.
Oh, have I got something for you, boyo? Finally did it. What do I get?
Ah man, I never get old of this.
Another
This never gets old.
Why am I not surprised?
Because, pal, you are a discerning individual.
Skelly, let me ask you something. Did you really commission 3 nearly identical statues of yourself to goad me into using the Pact of Punishment?
I am offended, pal. You haven't even seen the third one yet, so how can you insinuate a thing like that? Maybe I was wrong about you. I thought you really were the one.
Little did you know that we already saw the result and that we actually ended up liking it.
You're only saying that to get me to apologize and try and unlock the last of your 3 identical statues, aren't you?
How could you? I would return those statues for a full refund right here and now, if I could move. And if there was a refund policy on them.
Ah well,
Stuck here,
let's
then.
show
Which
off the
one?
last
Yeah.
one.
This one, then.
Oh, no.
Are you serious? I have a feeling I know what this is. It's another
I mean-
statue of you, Skelly. It's amazing.
You look at the statue, right?
Yeah, pal. Look, I'm sorry I messed up the statues, boyo. Really. When I saw them, I just kind of freaked. But then I figured there's no way he's gonna see how they turn out, so I just roll with it, you know?
You look at the statue and immediately you feel like, man, Skelly has to be the greatest fighter in the game because he can use both the spear and the shield at the same time. But then you also remember that Theseus basically does the same, but he is a little scumbag, so... yeah, forget everything I just said. Apparently I just proved myself wrong.
You shouldn't have underestimated me, mate. But I shouldn't have said such awful things about your statues. You must have really gone out of your way to get them here.
Oh, you better believe it, pal. So how about we call it even? We've been through a lot. Both of us. Really learned from this experience, and now we share a deeper understanding, yeah?
Maybe.
We certainly have, mate.
Alright, the sword with the Poseidon aspect. Looking forward to that one.
All set.
Give me my
Let's
Chaos
see.
Egg. And let's crank down the pack down a bit, shall we? Just back to our usual standard. Man, the last run it was crazy. Extreme measures can stay. Let's keep the middle management around as well. This one stays too. And get this out. Alright, looking good. I'd say we are good to go.
Well, time to go get killed again.
And I'm amazed it took me only these 3 tries that you saw in total. That was a good nice start.
What did I miss since last time? Anything of interest? Hmm? You'll have to fill me in once you break free, dearest.
The special, you know what, sure.
I grow stronger.
And you know what, as much crap as I give Theseus, you gotta say the man knows how to fight. He knows how to handle that shield of his, he knows how to throw that spear, he knows how to do an even better whirlwind attack than I do. A better spin attack. So yeah, maybe he does deserve a little bit more credit than I usually give him. Then again, whenever I do talk bad about Theseus, it's usually not about his combat performance. It usually ends up being all about his hard to tolerate antics. With that being said, I do hope that my girl Athena is going to bless me with something pleasant.
Vanquish all who stand against you, noble cousin. I and your relatives upon Olympus shall assist you in so doing.
There's a cast, epic quality too.
Divine.
We're already having a run on our hands, and I love it. So, I have done a lot of recordings recently, but I actually checked where my recordings are at when what video's coming out. And if I'm seeing it correctly, or if I have seen it correctly, because I can't check on the fly right now, the victory of the 32 heat attempt on this save file, that was on Sunday evening, which means that this episode will be out on Monday. Which means we are only having 4 more episodes, this one included, for the current year. Like, I'll tell you how I schedule my episodes for a moment. I usually release 2 videos per day.
When I am on the hunt, my mind is clear and nothing stands between me and my target. Though have a blessing just in case you can't relate.
Why, thank you. Give it to me. The 8 effect is the best here, I'd say. Yes.
You honor me.
So yeah, I usually release one at 4 p.m. I think it's p.m. because English times always weird me out. And another one, my god, these gods are blessing me today. And yeah, the other one I usually release at around 10 p.m. So 6 hours later. Burst shot this early. God, that's great. That's great.
They say a lot of things about me, dearest, and they'll tell you in your dealings with me, ample caution is in order. Let me show you why.
So this video, it will come out on Monday, 4 p.m. Yeah, Monday 4 p.m. The next one after that, 10 p.m. same day. And then there will be only 2 more videos for the last day of the year. I'm just amazed at how fast this year is passing me by at the moment. The last few weeks, they seem to just have been... It feels like watching a Rocky training montage. That's how the last few weeks of the years felt to me.
A loving heart is a forgiving heart, don't you agree? So I shall let this little matter slide, and you've my loving heart to thank for it.
Let's see. We already have something that applies weakening, something good at that, so let's take a Ray of Despair here. A nice little revenge counter, why not?
Where now?
And yeah, I think I told you one of these days, but I had a small conversation with Philip the other day about... Well, the other day, I think it's like 2 weeks ago by now. My god, time flies at the moment. We were talking about the channel and how quickly you guys have been just coming to join the family and how great each and every one of you have been. And Philip was like, you know, at this rate, 700 subscribers at the end of the year. That may work out, that may come to pass. At this moment, as I'm recording this episode, it's the 25th of December. So technically it's still Christmas.
That's what you get.
And we are sitting at 691, so I think Philip may have been a bit off there. We might be able to reach that 7-hour count, not even by the end of the year, but by the end of Christmas. And that is just absolutely flippin' amazing. You know what else is amazing? This run, man. I'm getting almost... Well, I mean, almost. I'm getting everything I want in here. We're getting strong so freaking fast. Hold still. This guy is eluding me with his fast jukes. Dancing is. Let's see. That's a debuff. That's exactly what I wanted.
Athena's power.
And now Sisyphus is joining us. Could this run get even better than it?
Put me on a break again.
I have to thank you, Sisyphus. Not just for all the help you've given me time after time, but for encouraging me to have a chat with Boldy there. I dare say I feel a little more at peace of late, and maybe it's thanks to him.
He's a good one, all right, isn't he?
He's the
Though
greatest.
if you've come to such an understanding with old Boldy there, why, it must mean you've done some growing on your own as well, I think.
So there's a lesson to be learned here. Personal growth can be measured by the quality of your conversations you have with inanimate objects.
Good choice.
Sounds weird, but apparently that's a big lecture here. Boldy, I promise you, I will never stop talking to you. As long as I will play this game, which will be for a long time to come, that's a promise, I will never cease to actively search out the conversation with you. I'm probably not going to always give you some nectar, but I will always be happy to be here with you and have a little bit of quiet contemplation about life, love, and all the other good things. The hammer, sure. Glad I'm getting it for free, I suppose.
Let's go, Stygius.
Double Nova. That's a no from me, sorry.
Not now.
If I get the Supernova first and then the Double Nova in Elysium, that will be good.
Tell me something, Zach, because I'm curious. Do your Olympian relatives know the real reason you've been trying to escape?
They probably don't.
I'll get around to that in due time. Their family. They'll understand, no doubt.
Oh, to be young and naive again.
You're in over your head, you idiot. You'll fray what bonds are left between Lord Hades and those ingrates on Olympus.
Now I wonder if Meg really had any contact with the Olympians herself. I remember that Aphrodite actually had a piece of conversation regarding that. But I'm not sure if that conversation was just based on reputation. Or if there was something more to it. One way or another, this was a fast boss fight. I'll be damned.
Can grow even stronger now.
You're not permitted to leave, Tartarus.
That's fine. I just see myself out as per usual. Let's get Artemis in here because I do want more cast stones. And I'm also on the lookout for Hermes and Chaos still, because I still want to get his legendary. Can't believe that one has eluded us for such a long time.
See you, Tartarus.
But yeah, man, this run right now is basically everything you want a good Poseidon sword run to be. We have a good cast, we already have seen Artemis, and we are going to see more of her. We have 2 debuffs, I would love to get that nectar bottle.
I can take it.
We can become a bit stronger than this still, of course, but right now we're looking good.
Something is the matter, son of Hades. Speak then. What is on your mind? I can decipher some of it without your telling, but would rather hear it from you voluntarily.
Master Chaos, the goddess Nyx, she seems to want to speak with you again. I wonder, would you maybe contact her sometime? She seems convinced it is your move to make if you so choose.
The goddess Nyx wishes to hear from me. Now that is unexpected, son of Hades, and I wonder if perhaps this is a jest of yours. But I can see that your intentions are sincere. I cannot make you any promises in this, except to say that I shall think on it.
As long as you don't forget about it. I made a promise after all. I mean, I did not make a promise. I actually did the exact opposite. She was asking me not to bring it up, didn't she? Ah, Zagreus. You old miller, you. I wonder if they will expand this backstory between the two a bit as well. Whoop. Almost got me there, you fool. Need to be very careful about all these infernal bombs these guys are going to spawn when they die. But I should be able to manage with that. And by the time... Oh, this is good. I want to see Hermes, but I also need to see Eurydice.
Course is set.
Every freaking night and every freaking day.
Hello.
Hello, my dear.
How's it going lately, hun? You eating well and everything?
Everything's fine. Can you make things better?
You bet.
She can. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that level up in my cast, because putting a palm into your cast almost always gives you a 50%, around 50% damage increase. And it's clear to see why that is way too good to pass up on. This fight will probably be a bit troublesome. Can't believe I actually reached a point where I'd rather fight the Skull Crusher duo. Simply on account of them being much less troublesome and much, much shorter of a fight. Remember the time when it used to be exactly the opposite of that? I know I do. And God knows, I would have preferred to fight them 100 times, considering that I still have this Chaos Curse active that just makes my whole life a bit even harder to deal with. I'm pretty sure that if my cast wouldn't be able to deflect things, I would have been a lot worse off than I am in here. Also, big shout out to my man Sisyphus and Boldy, keeping me afloat in here. That's my cast stone. Oh, no. Pick him up, throw him out, and we finish the job. Just barely living the life.
Olympus, I accept this message.
And exit wounds. Exit wounds is perfect.
Thank you, gods.
Exit wounds with the Poseidon aspect is a sight to behold. I know what, I think I haven't had that on this save file yet, together with the Poseidon aspect. So yeah, glad this is coming to fruition here. Going to summon him once more. Just because I really did want these snacks, man. That is really one of the lessons I have learned while doing these heated run attempts. The worth of being able to summon Sisyphus and Boldy just for the sake of getting some HP out of it. The damage, if you can get it off, it's nice too. But to me it feels like it's absolutely secondary.
Nice.
Not a prime concern whatsoever. Let's grab the key. We got a good amount of rerolls on our hands, but we can always go a little bit deeper on those, I would say. Can't believe you snuck that attack past by my casts. That Wrath effect went nowhere. I think my Chaos Curse is still active. Now we got rid of it, which is good because that just increases my damage with my cast even while we have so much money in our hands. And no well. So yeah, let's might as well spend it.
Business, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, mate.
Disappointing selection, to say the least. I only saw Hermes being offered to me once, and when he did, he was competing with Eurydice, and that is a fight that Hermes will almost always lose. So one salvo of my cast was enough. Well, one salvo of my cast plus a special was enough to get the big head into his next phase. I have no idea where my last cast stone went though. Get me out. Oh, down there. But I'm still sitting at... Where is my last cast stone? Give me back my cast stone, I want that. I think I saw it. Is it all the way over there? Yes. I don't have more trap damage active, so I actually can take the occasional lava bath in here. Let's summon him. Boom. Pick him up, pick him up. Got them all. There's one more snack left behind. I will leave that there until the day that I will actually need that, which might be now. There we go. And I hope that on the next floor, Hermes will be a little bit less shy. Because for a build like this, I would love to have his Flurry cast. Also, Athena and Artemis have that higher crit damage duo boon I want. And I mean, if we do get that, we might as well also get more crit damage thanks to Aphrodite and Artemis. Man, there are so many promises that could come to fruition here.
We'll have you back here soon enough, I think.
So yeah, I think the best plan of action here would be to... You know what? Screw that. Screw planning. We're already strong enough, and I think that the best and most consistent option to become stronger here will be the Bone Hourglass. We get more cast damage out of this. Take the Eye of the Lamia to keep us alive.
Onward. There.
It's really underrated, but I say the Bone Hourglass is one of the strongest keepsakes in the game, potentially. It directly scales with your monetary income and the frequency of the wells of Charon that you face. And can really just give you so much quality, so much damage. Where are they? Oh, there you are! Now they vanished again. I wonder where they went. Prefer to not have to deal with these foes. Oh, you. I actually don't have a miracle recipe to deal with shield heroes. But when does that ever stop me? Aside from the occasional heat attempt. Double Nova. Yeah, that's a no. It's just a no. I have nothing on my attack, so there's a good chance that this shockwave will never really do anything for me. But I mean, to have it or not to have it, right? There's Hermes. Better late than never, right? Nope.
It seems I need to look for better help.
Peace and quiet.
And yeah, man, I gotta say, the Darkness Farm... That was actually a factor that I was very much afraid of when it came to starting the new save file. But overall, it has been very smooth. We have reached the point where we got all the important things out of our mirror. Relatively effort... How did that arrow not hit me? Yeah, we basically got all of the important things without putting all that much effort into it. How did he die? He was probably standing in the path of an arrow, otherwise I couldn't explain it.
That's quite a nice bone hourglass you've got there, boss. So you're in good with my professional associate as well. A real gentleman.
Yeah, and so eloquent, isn't he?
That's good speed.
I never get tired of having conversations with that guy. Ah, we got good money, let's go for the shop.
Fancy seeing you up.
Oh, Dionysus. Didn't see you coming towards me like this. Stronger special, stronger cast. Hell yeah. And Athena once more. That's exactly the kind of goddess I wanted to meet. Poseidon, much less so.
A worthy challenger returns. Let's see you defeat me again.
Oh, we can arrange for that. Oh, he's whirling around. A man is spinning my world right round, right round. But little did he know that I am actually OP. Nice crit, and that's it.
Who's the short one now, huh?
Still you. Always you. That much will never change. There really is only a handful of characters that is actually slower than Zagreus, smaller than Zagreus. So this is an awkward choice. I really don't want to replace my Aphrodite special, even though the Athena special is very good too. I really don't need that extra Death Defiance, because right now I still have all of them. So am I going to take this sure footing here? Because I just don't want to take this, in case I do need it later on. Oh my god, Athena. You are such a troll at times. You are such a troll. A troll and a tease. I mean, if at least I would have the Pact of Punishment option that makes traps deal a whole lot more damage to me. It will make sense then, but like this? Come on, girl. At least pretend you're trying. All my customs are lying all the way up in here, huh? Just realized, have I really not picked up a single Centaur heart in here? I think that may be the case. That may actually be the case. Have I really gotten all of those max HP upgrades over Darkness gains?
Long spears.
You know what? I wouldn't even be mad about if that were to be the case. Well, I must have gotten one Centaur heart along the way. Yeah, that must have been one. Don't try to run. By the way, my car's sitting for that 500 damage. I'm liking it. Oh. Not in the market of dealing with shield heroes today. There we go. There's another well. Was waiting for that to come to fruition. Anything good? Looks pretty good to me.
Should come in useful.
I don't want money. Not right now. Artemis, though. Artemis with the legendary. Artemis with the legendary. Nope. Resurrection denied. Maybe I should go and start grabbing up some of these centaur hearts because, truth be told, my HP isn't even all that high. Didn't really seem like a concern up until this point because of how much we have been blasting through the game. Quick reload, yeah, I will not need that. I will not need the Hunter Dash, but the support fire would be cute.
Very good.
And a Trial of the God Rooms. Who am I to disagree to that?
You shall pay for that.
That is unlikely. Oh. That's all of them, right? Yes.
You lived through all that.
That's that.
Same thing with the gems. As soon as I had these infernal troughs just standing around, it feels like the gems have been coming pretty nice and easy as well. She's really thinking I'm having a bad time right now, doesn't she?
The strength of the goddess.
If it's your wish to test the limits of the fine relationship we've built, why then, I can confirm you're testing them all right.
I think I also have pretty much dried out her boon pool at this point. Athena's doom pool. I think at this point she can only give me brilliant repos. Oh, don't take that unnecessary trap damage there. Brilliant repos. Both of the Death Defiance regains. And the dual wounds I'm looking out for, which are 3 of them, if my count is not betraying me.
The truth is, I'm a lover, not a fighter, dearest. So how about we call this matter put to bed and get on with our lives?
Let's get on. Ow! Do I even want that? Sure. And yeah, let's go for the shop. Absolutely did not have that legendary on my mind. Low tolerance. Sure. I'm not sure. Sure, why not?
Strong stuff.
I did want some HP in here, so we might as well.
Brothers in death!
Oh, you're so excited, isn't he?
Dare you clash against the champion of Elysium and his most trusted friend?
It's not like I have much of a choice, do I? Where are my castons at? I have almost all of them on me already. It's awfully convenient. Oh yeah, stay together like that, stay together like that, stay together like that. Oh my god, I got sent flying there. And Thesis should be down here. Yes. Pretty much went and demolished him. Oh. He's turning. Oh, my man Bully. The blasted rock stopped Bully from doing his whirlwind attack there. And then we just utterly and completely dismantled them. This went pretty good. This went very good. And you know what? I'm going to keep around my keepsake. I want to see if I can go harder on all these
Should I take the train?
nice Charon's well booms. Because there's so much cool things, especially for a cast run, that you can get out of them. More cast damage, more cast stones. And of course the Eye of the Lamia and the Hydrolite Gold, just to give you a never-ending, or almost never-ending supply of HP regeneration. What's not to love about all of that, right?
Just what I need.
There's that good stuff, the fully loaded. And there's Artemis once more, and Athena is missing in here. Let's actually go for a reroll on that. There we go. I had a feeling we would see that. Still haven't seen the Chaos Legendary though. At this point it feels like it's an actual myth. I wonder if there's some kind of prerequisite to it that I'm just not aware of. Must keep sticking around a little longer than I anticipated. Don't be a baby about it. Hello, Crawlerinos. It's me, Daddy DeGrand, here to ruin your holidays. Even though technically by the time this video comes up, the holidays will be over. And it's also too soon to say that I'm here to ruin their New Year's Eve. Damn. Oh, that good stuff, man. That is that good stuff. And there's the deadly reversal. Everything's coming to Millhouse.
Worth giving up.
There are no wounds giving up. Worth giving up. I am interested in getting that Hermes boon there too, so let's keep our eyes open for that one. And you know what? Aphrodite is actually now a bit more interesting, because she still could give us... You got me there. He got me good there. She might be able to give us more crit damage, which I am absolutely interested in, evidently. Obviously. And I think this run right now, it ended up being a very, very nice victory lap. That's a pretty good word to describe it. A very nice victory lap. After our triumph of the last episode. Would you kindly stop running from me? Thank you. Far too kind. There's the other big one I was looking out for. Bit more tanky than the other one before him. Not that he has anything to say about me getting that 1600 crit on him. Or that one. I'll be damned. Empty inside, life affirmation. It's a bit late. I don't need the empty inside because I actually do apply my weakening effect consistently. This one is just a little bit too late. Let's take it anyway.
I accept this gift.
A little too late, but what does it matter at this point?
Need to keep looking down those passageways.
We need 200 more monies. There's actually a pretty good case to be made about how I maybe should have picked the... That's good. How I maybe should have picked the empty inside just to keep the weakening effect on Hades up a little bit longer when he does his ridiculous stealthing option. My god, I'm so strong. My cast is dealing so much damage when it crits. God forbid Hermes gives me the flurry cast. Then everything is just over.
Not yet.
Everything will be absolutely over then. There's still some small red left here. Good. I had a feeling this wouldn't be the last run. And you know, being here in this hallway just reminds me of how the decision to knock a little hard on these rooms, even though the clock was pressing on us, actually ended up saving that 32 heat attempt. I went there looking out for a final Death Defiance and it ended up working out. Because that Death Defiance made the difference between surviving and, you know, dying. Let's take this spirit. Why not?
Thank you.
It's not the duobone I wanted.
Enough of this place.
It's not the duobone I wanted, but I will take it regardless.
I'm back.
Still missing a little bit of money here. Let's go for the HP first, because I don't think that Athena actually has anything I really do need at this point anymore. The duobone I was looking out for came from Aphrodite, and I actually super forgot that. I keep forgetting that Athena and Aphrodite have a duobone, because it's usually such a low priority for me. I mean, it's a pretty cute duobone to have, but it's just rarely, if ever, truly consequential.
Now back to Cerberus.
I mean, then again, we are already this strong. We might as well knock a little harder on what Athena has to offer, right? Come on, let's do it. The only thing I really would want from her at this point would be the brilliant repulse, or even stronger deflecting damage, because I am doing a lot of deflecting thanks to my cast and my dash.
That's a lot of coin.
And thanks to the Spent Spirit, these deflects, especially on projectiles, will come a little easier on me as well. And you can see how much of a high value action deflecting actually is for me at this point of the run. Deflecting deals damage, it gives me crit chance, and it deals damage to the enemies as well. Passing up on that would be a fool's errand.
Lady Athena.
She's really offering me that again. Come on, Athena, Athena, come on. Girl. Baby. Baby girl, Athena. We have been over this once before. I said, it's very, very nice. I appreciate it, but not today.
I bet you are.
I really like that life information also affects these things that you can buy.
I'll take it.
You're well familiar with my professional associate there with the boat. Source of the recently departed got to make it over to the underworld somehow. Part of my job. I bring them in, he takes them down.
Yeah, I figured that you... Ooh, yes! I would love all of these options, but the greater recall is of course the obvious choice in here.
Joyfully, the Hound of Hell accepts another satyr sack.
Was expecting the Flurry cast before that, but I'll be damned.
I can go.
Faster special, of course, also highly potent. I'll be damned. Yeah, man, this is a nice run of appreciation after that victory. I'm happy.
To do. Isn't that so, Father?
The sea and air are very still this eve, though I suppose that is about to change.
Alright, big boy, bring it. And he's gone. I'm amazed that he is not already at his threshold for summoning goons. There he is. Come on, come out. I don't care much about your associates. It's you who I want, and he's gone again. While I was making a big speech, he was gone again. Come out, come on, come out. My god, he is absolutely getting dismantled. Hehe. Where's my final cast on? There it is. Halfway through. My god, this might be one of the fastest fights I have had against this man in a very, very long time. He got me once, but that's fine. Yeah, that was way too much for him to deal with.
With your youth comes a certain strength, it seems.
So it would seem, man. So it would seem.
Bye.
Oh, look at that. That was also the fastest run we had by now. Not by much, only by a few seconds, less than 20. But you know what? I don't mind. I do not mind that one bit.
The never-learning Zagreus then carelessly fell off a precipice or something, plunging him into the rapids of the Styx.
I mean, what a good run this was. We had everything we could have ever wanted. We were strong, we had high critical damage, we were very, very defensive. We ended up having almost 250 HP, still had all of our dead defiances, except for the one we lost, and had a lot of ways to just mitigate damage over the course of the run.
You're back, huh? Now it's pretty soon, I guess.
Why, thank you. I was actually going pretty fast there. And I even went the extra mile and saw Athena once more. Oh yes, I have something to say.
Cerberus goes about his business, gnawing in this case.
You like it when you get pets like this, don't you, boy?
He does, of course he does. How could he not?
Seek pity someplace else.
Okay, well, hang on a second.
Don't you have someplace else to be?
Nope. Feeling pretty good over here. Standing behind your back. Ready to backstab it. Now we'll save the backstabbing for the fight up on the top.
Father, you always said the Olympians wanted nothing to do with our kind. But doesn't Charon work directly with Hermes? Maybe it's you who wants nothing to do with them.
I want nothing to do with them, correct. My hasty nephew assists Charon out of necessity alone. Not even Thanatos is able to keep up with the rate at which mortals expire and must then cross our borders.
Want me to pitch in? Just give me your blessing and I'll head straight for the surface.
Oh, you sly dog.
No, I think not, boy. You are born of this realm. The surface is a windswept waste. You don't know how good you have it here.
You're right, I don't.
You'll find out one of these days, my boy. One of these days. Until then, enjoy some sweet music.
How splendid.
I agree. Out of Tartarus, I think that was music that plays when you just enter the place.
I'm happy to oblige you. Nice speaking with you, Zagreus.
I know, right? Mac?
You got me fair and square last time, though I'm a little bitter anyway.
Don't be bitter about it. Let me progress with your story so that I can finally get you to the point where we can progress and you hand me something cute.
I'm sorry that you died again out there, Your Highness.
That's fine.
What's in stock?
I do need the darkness, don't I? But you know what, I will keep around the Ambrose and the Titan Blood I have for a moment. Because I still have some people I have to give that stuff to. And I also have some weapons that still need empowering. That'll actually take a while until we get all of the weapons fully maxed out. But we're getting there.
What do I look like, pal? Some kind of conversationalist?
That's exactly what you look like. And look at these guys. I think the third one isn't actually shining, is it? Like these, they have some kind of shimmer to them, but the third one doesn't. Interesting.
I think it speaks to how our pride can be our downfall.
And have I mentioned that it costs a lot of coin?
That's okay, you still have a coin in your mouth. Let me re-enter the room really quick, because it really seems to be the case that the third statue doesn't have a shine on it. Yeah, it really doesn't. Oh, now I feel scammed. Have you started to run out of money on the last statue? Come on, Scally. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. It was a fun episode and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one, which will be not the last, not the second to last, but the third to last episode of the year. Getting to a great close and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys in the next one, whenever that will happen. Probably 6 hours from now on or so. Until then, have the greatest of days, stay as awesome as you are, and thanks for watching.